This episode is brought to you by Muntins Malts, a company that is passionate about providing premium malts to brewers worldwide. For over a century, Muntins has been a leading supplier of brewing and distilling malts, offering the finest British malted barley on the market. You can experience the difference Muntins offers by joining a recipe receiving tier of our Trub Club, because every kit that ships out now includes premium Muntins malt. You know, we've known the Muntins crew for a long time, and I can tell you, friend, you're going to love brewing with their grains. Ask your local supply shop to carry Muntins malts, or homebrewers can join our Trub Club at homebrewhappyhour.com/club. Be a part of the community and come brew with us. Thank you, Muntins, for supporting our efforts and homebrewers worldwide. Today's show is brought to you by hopsdirect.com. Grown in the esteemed Yakima Valley on the Pewterball family farm, hopsdirect.com offers the widest variety of hops available online at incredibly competitive pricing. It's simple. They grow hops, they sell hops, and they ship hops straight from their family-owned farm to your doorstep. Producing the highest quality hops is hopsdirect.com's passion, and they're proud to be an independent grower in the craft beer industry. Go to hopsdirect.com right now and get what you need to make your brew day better. That's hopsdirect.com. Today's show is brought to you by Imperial Yeast. You hear us gushing over Imperial Yeast all the time, and that's because their yeast performs for us in every batch that we brew. Imperial Yeast is adored by commercial breweries and home brewers alike. Their pitch-right pouches are jam-packed with over 200 billion fresh yeast cells, guaranteed to deliver flawless, fast fermentations every time. Imperial Yeast strains are grown by a team of pro brewers and home brewers who live to help other brewers learn more and ferment better. Join any recipe receiving tier of our Trub Club and get a free upgrade to premium Imperial Yeast with every recipe kit that ships out to you. Learn more at homebrewhappyhour.com/club and come brew with us.
Entertaining shows with content that spreads information and sparks discourse throughout the community. This is the Pearl Media Network.
Recapping our 2024 brew days while hiking up a mountain with my pop. This is Homebrew Happy Hour, episode 418. Well, hello, friends. Welcome back to another episode of the Homebrew Happy Hour. This is the show where we supply the answers to your homebrewing questions and discuss all things related to craft beer. And if you have a question you'd like us to discuss on a future episode, you could go to homebrewhappyhour.com. Oh man, I'm already out of breath.
Whatever.
We are hiking right now in the beautiful Chisos Mountains. There's my father back there. My father-in-law is here too. He's just not mic'd up. He doesn't homebrew. We're on the Lost Mine Trail, and we're gonna do a recap of our 2024 Brew Day Lives. I've got our list of what we brewed. We can go over it. We're gonna enjoy the hike. It'll be probably a pretty short episode. I was giving him a hard time about these microphones are gonna pick up your breathing, man. You better control your breathing. And then here I am now. We're going, I should have recorded downhill, but either way, it's too late.
We got to get some footage up at the top.
Yeah, you're right, we do. Yeah. I didn't even finish the intro right now because I'm gonna have to edit this in post. Kill the music, get the episode going. Real quick small talk before we do our recap of 2024's Brew Day Lives. Go to patreon.com/homebrew happy hour. Join a recipe receiving tier of the Trub Club. Unless something changed, I'm gonna have to edit it out and say, oh, the recipe is pretty confident it's a London Porter. That's what I have in my notes.
That's what we're brewing Friday?
No, we're brewing a Kolsch.
Oh, my bad.
We're brewing a Kolsch because it's still January while we're recording this.
Okay.
It's February while they're watching it.
Very good.
Yeah, which reminds me, Brew Day Live was last week. You can go watch that at youtube.com/homebrew happy hour. It's always a lot more enjoyable when it's live, but you can catch it anytime you want on our YouTube channel. And while you're there, make sure you like and subscribe. Pop, of the recipes that I have written down for 2024, there was only 2 of them we didn't actually do with the Trub Club.
And I don't know if you remember, but
I know for sure November.
in January.
And
So
I don't think I brewed with you in January.
yeah, you did. It was the one where we made brats and it was freezing cold.
Okay, then I didn't do February. There was 1 month last year. I think
You didn't do February, the alt beer.
Okay.
And I don't remember, did I do a Brew Day Live? Yeah, we did 12.
Yeah. I just wasn't
We had
present.
complete Brew Day Live. We can just walk right past.
I just wasn't present at that one.
So January's of last year was a cream ale. And
I had Bob's Toot.
yeah, and in hindsight, I wish we would have recorded. Howdy.
Hello.
How are y'all?
Howdy.
Hi.
Howdy.
In hindsight, it would have been nice to have a cream ale on top. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad we had the Kolsch, especially because that second keg we kept until, what was it, the September party?
Or 4th of July, maybe.
Maybe. Either way, it was good.
Yes.
And that's what we're going to do this year as well. We're going to have 10 gallons of Kolsch that we just brewed. If you're watching this, we already brewed it. In reality, we have not brewed it.
We're brewing Friday,
Dad,
right?
we're talking from the future.
Okay.
This is future Josh.
Is this publishing this Thursday?
No. This
That's
is
next week.
correct.
That's why we brewed it last week.
That's right. Exactly. See, now you're in time.
Gotcha.
So January's, we can't really talk about that. I will say that I did a little reel from that January of 2024. And that was one of the most watched reels I had because it was when I said, oh, we're brewing beer. I'm pretending to work. We're cooking brats and we're well ventilated because we had the garage cracked
open.
I had no less than 150 comments of people saying like, that's not well ventilated.
You're going to die.
You're going to die. Well, I'm here. If I die today, it's from a mountain lion. February's kit was the Kolsch for the Trub Club. Maybe that's why you weren't there. And I don't remember what we brewed.
Yeah.
Did we do
So what did we brew in January last year?
a Kolsch?
And you brewed it again. We brewed,
Maybe I did it by myself in February.
I know you did one by yourself last year, but I know I was there when we made the brats and everything. I just
that was
remember.
January. Yeah. Howdy.
Okay.
How are y'all?
Yeah. Howdy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was not there when you brewed the Kolsch, I don't think.
Well, we can start then where we know for a fact we both did it. March was the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
Yes.
What were your thoughts on? Do you remember? I mean, first off, you're getting older. Do you remember how these brew days were?
You know what? They all kind of mixed together, mashed together. I know that I was real happy with. I don't think there was a brew day last year I wasn't pleased with the outcome.
Do you have before I go through all the recipes, because I could just go through the list, but that's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Off the top of your head, do you have a batch that stood out from what we did in 2024?
I'm going to go with the breakfast stout because it's just next to your Kolsch. I know the Kolsch you did by yourself was probably my favorite. I'm going to say next to the breakfast stout because I like the breakfast stout and it came out good. I don't think it's as coffee this year as it was the year before, but
It wasn't.
But it's still delicious.
I'm pretty sure you were mismeasuring. Or either one of us did.
Yeah.
Because mine, when I did it on my own, it was not as coffee forward.
Yeah.
It was good.
Oh, yeah.
It is good. Last year's batch is actually my favorite of 2023 batch of breakfast stout. No, pardon me. What's the keg I have in my fridge? That's 2020s.
2022.
So, is it 22?
Yeah, I think.
Dude, I had some the other night.
It's really good.
Oh,
How's it still good?
it's so good.
'Cause
And
it
there's
hadn't
at least
been
a
opened.
gallon and a half of it.
Yeah.
We don't drink enough. This episode's an intervention. We don't drink enough. I'll bring this up since I just got the notification. Best Buy is delivering my chest freezer on Friday while we're brewing.
Oh, you bought one.
I did buy it.
Man, I was going to find you one at an estate sale.
Nah, I like spending money.
What'd you pay for it? Come on, $5?
It's the same.
$6?
The list price was $4.98. I had $150 in Best Buy reward points,
Really?
and I had $300 in credit card points.
You paid $50.
So I paid like $65 after tax or $75, whatever.
Well, it's hard to beat
That's why I did that. Yeah. Now don't tell my wife I spend all her credit card points, but as far as she knows, and then she's happy actually because she's getting her fridge back.
Oh, yes. She wouldn't mind you spending those points if she knows that she's going to get her garage refrigerator back.
Yeah, and it's the same size as Todd's on that Keyser build that we have on the YouTube
We're going to
channel.
stop. I think there might be a bench right here. We'll stop right here at the top because
Yeah, absolutely.
I need it as well.
This is what you get hiking with old guys. For 2024, I think the Kolsch was my favorite batch as well. But the Pale Ale might be
I
top
did like
three
the
for
Pale
me.
Ale.
Remember how good it turned out?
Yes.
It was so good. So smooth. One of the most complimented ones from members of the Truck Club. Like how they say theirs turned out.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. The English Brown Ale, which you and I had, but hardly drank any of it. So it wasn't bad. It just obviously wasn't a home run.
Right.
Then we did a Mosaic Smash, which our guests all love the most.
And you know, I'm not an IPA guy, but as far as IPAs go, I
We'll
like.
take a break.
I am.
Yeah.
I like that Smash IPA.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I said, I'm not a real big fan of IPAs,
Yeah.
but
Can you start there, Harold? You're good.
as far as they go, I like that one. And you're right, 4th of July and September party,
Everybody who had it
and
loved
Christmas,
It. Yeah.
and
Which is funny because I was trying to get the Celebration on tap, which we brewed in do we do it in September? No, pardon
August.
me. We did it the Celebration October.
Really?
That's what it says. It says Celebration October 2024.
Okay.
Because I wanted to have it on tap for Christmas, but we didn't. We still had so much Mosaic.
But
Yeah.
you took that to Todd?
Well, his keg.
Did you take?
I
You take
took-
5 every brew? Did you take half to Todd, or was it
Oh,
one we
not
didn't?
so I didn't for the Kolsch. That might be the only one.
Really?
Yeah. That's why he was saying on the recent episode how he hadn't brewed in so long, but between you and me and then James,
Yeah,
he hadn't had
needed
to.
to.
He's had teasers full of beer the entire time.
And it's kind of weird because last year he brewed.
As in 2023.
Yes, excuse me.
Yeah.
2023 he brewed 3 times more than we did. I
Way
think.
more.
We probably brewed four times, maybe.
or 7. I think in 2023 we brewed 7 batches.
Okay, maybe it was 22. There was one year we only brewed like 4 times.
Oh, like 21, 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I know in 23 he brewed twice as many times. He was brewing, seemed like every weekend.
Yeah.
But last year I
And
guess he was
sometimes
just
twice.
busier. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And James was as well.
James picked up his brewing this year. I mean, it's all Pilsners
Yeah.
and alt beer every now and then. Then the Grapefruit Pale Ale, which was,
Least favorite is we're voting.
yeah.
My
no,
least favorite.
My least favorite, you know what? Looking at the list, so Todd
your
GSB, Schwarzbier, Celebration, Melt Stout, which we didn't do. We did the Breakfast Stout, and the English Mild. Grapefruit Pale might be my least favorite, too.
My
It was
least, and-
very strong.
And
Grapefruit.
And the ESB, which a few years ago when you and I did it, I despised
Because
it was
oxidized
soured.
it.
Well, yeah, it was
No, I
cardboard.
oxidized it. Yeah.
This year's is better,
Yeah.
but it's still probably my second
Oh, you're
least.
crazy. No, it
Grapefruit
turned
is
out so
definitely
good.
the least.
You haven't had any of the Schwarzbier. That's one
I
of my
tasted.
favorites.
I think you let me taste it when we were brewing, just out of
that's
the.
right. Yeah.
But I wanted it at my house because I liked it a lot. I liked that Schwartz.
The Schwarzbier turned out super good. The English Mild, we'd have to keg during the live brew day. I just let it been sitting in the fermenter. I've been lazy. A smarter person would have kegged it and let it cold crash. Y'all good? Y'all want to let them
Yeah,
pass?
we'll go before they go.
Anyway, the one change we're doing in 2025 is going to be, besides January, we're going to be doing Brew Day Lives on Saturdays. I didn't tell you that yet.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Well, you better check with your mama.
Well,
I mean, your real mama, not your wife.
yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Say, I tell my wife what I want to do
Yeah.
when I want to
Sure,
do
you
it.
do.
But we'll start February.
Yeah.
We'll
She
start-
doesn't watch it exactly.
No, she doesn't watch this. No. Harold, we're broadcasting to 12 people. Anyway.
12 people.
Dozens are entertained.
Yeah.
Thousands listen, dozens are entertained. So Brew, I'm trying to work with Todd. So Todd, people, unless you've been living under a rock and not following the channel and what we're doing, he sold kegconnection.com. Really wants to get CM Becker to where it can be, give us all of our attention. And part of that is Fridays, he has this sneaking suspicion that I can't brew and work. And I tell him all the time, listen, man, when y'all brew on a work day and y'all work, It's very possible. I do it. I have the laptop we're using for streaming, and then I have my laptop I use for working.
Right.
But he's like, no, I think it's just too distracting. I'm going to work on him on that, because brewing...
Even then, it was only one Friday a month.
But yeah, Saturdays, here, the pros of brewing on the Saturday, doing it, we might have
more viewers,
even more engagement.
Yeah, last time we had like 80
audience.
People watching live, or 60 or something.
It was like, it peaked at 80 concurrent, but a dozen interact. A Saturday might get more engagement. So that is true. I think we will... I think I'll be able to work it in, where maybe we do it, we don't start the Brew Day Live till like 1 p.m.
On a Saturday?
No, Friday.
Oh, my bad.
If we
don't do Saturdays.
If we can continue it on a Friday, we bump it up later in the day.
So you work half a day and brew half a day?
Yeah, and I'm still working.
Saturdays will probably work. I'll just have to check with your mama, because like I said, sometimes we have guests up on the weekend from San Antonio. And
well, if we'll plan it out a lot better.
Yeah.
We'll keep a shared calendar, but let us know in the comments below. Would you be more inclined to watch and engage on a Saturday, or leave a comment below that says Todd is ridiculous, brew on a Friday, or say whatever you want about Todd. He's not here to defend himself,
and he doesn't watch him.
When he's not on it, I don't know if he does.
What is the range of this mic?
The mic?
15 feet, 30 feet?
No, way longer. No, okay. Yeah. This is the setup I brought to ADCC in Vegas when I was trailing Dima Moravani, and he was sometimes, I felt like 100 feet away from me, and I was picking him up.
Yep.
Yeah, totally off topic.
That's good footage. I like some of that.
Well, you haven't seen most of the stuff I can't publish.
Oh, yeah, because of language? Or?
Well, yeah, language and sensitive subject matter, and I'm sitting on a gold mine. Yeah.
And who was that you were following?
His name's Dima Moravani. He was the head coach for B team out of Austin for their ADCC and Craig Jones Invitational Camp. Super nice guy. He was wearing a mic. He didn't ever say anything he wouldn't care about being published, but a lot of people around him did.
You got a shoelace undone.
Yeah, I'll tie it when we're done.
You're tripping. I mean, you might trip.
I ain't tripping. I ain't never tripping. I have the list of what I'm pretty sure we're brewing in 2025. I'm not going to give it away on here. I'll show it to you later. But is there a style that we've not ever brewed that you would think would be interesting? Or even a clone beer, if you can't think of the style. Like, is there a beer that you've had that's not Lone Star? Oh, actually, no, we'll wait for you.
We're not going far.
Yeah, we're good.
Take your time. I'm with you.
We'll step up off right here. We could come up with a Lone Star clone. How funny would that be? If we did a Lone Star beer. I had to stand up here so I feel tall.
And you have to reverse that just to show a little view for your viewers.
No, this
not amazing yet, but it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and we're not going to be recording by the time we get to the top, but I will inject footage from.
Please do, because that's the payload for this hike.
The cameras can't do it justice.
Can you show them Casa Grande up there? Backside of Casa Grande?
Yeah, the beautiful Chisos Mountains. But is there a style or a clone, a commercial beer that you're like, man, wouldn't it be cool to replicate that?
You know, it's been so long since I've bought a commercial beer, since we've been brewing. I bought one last night because
which was a local, a pseudo-local kind of beer. It's out of Midland, not really local.
Pills,
but that was just a standard old Pilsner.
Permian Pills. To me, it wasn't half as good as James.
No, you'd have never had Todd's Warsteiner clone. Todd's clone of Warsteiner? Oh my gosh. That's what we probably should do. We should probably offer the Chub Club the Warsteiner pills, and people who don't have temperature control can pressure ferment. Get one of those kits like from a keg.
I know ones I don't want to do. How about that?
Okay, there we go. Let's start there.
I don't want to do a grapefruit.
Ever again.
Ever. Yeah. I don't want to do a Hefeweizen.
No, we haven't for the Chub Club in a very long time.
Right. You did it specifically for Todd a couple of years ago, I think, for
Liz.
For Liz party. Thank you.
It was for her party.
Yeah.
It was the Homebrew Supply Hefeweizen. It wasn't bad. Harold, you doing all right? Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
You're
Okay,
good.
yeah. Go ahead. We'll follow you. You set the pace.
And this is a good pace, even slower.
It is a good pace, absolutely. Yeah. I'm going to catch on camera me having to carry down some people from the mountain. I don't like it.
Well, I'll hold the camera for you.
I'm going to give it 5 minutes into this episode before someone comments on my cool fedora.
They already did. I'm sure they already did. Come on.
This is my...
Where'd you get that? It's really nice.
Christy, yeah, I don't know. Where did you
I
get
bet
it?
some real cool guy gave that to you.
Where did you get it? I've had it for like 15 years now.
Well, 15 years it wasn't an estate sale.
No, it wasn't.
But you know what? I've bought some nice hats at estate sales. In fact, I have a black fedora that is not as cool as that one.
Yeah, this is felt, and I wore it because it's chilly.
Temperature, yeah.
Yeah, it might not be great for a summer hike.
Hold the body heat in.
But it definitely keeps my big old head warm.
But back to favorite, or not favorite, but what would I want to do of a commercial?
Yeah, if you could think of one that we've not ever brewed.
You know, I'm not sure I could think of what do I, if I'm out somewhere, what do I?
You could say Lone Star, because I think that's not a bad idea to one time, even if it's not for Chub Club, to...
Well, I would love to do, but you gotta have a Lone Star clone, do you?
Pardon?
Nobody has a Lone Star clone.
No, but listen, between Brewer's Friend...
Just a lager.
And, no, it was an American light lager, right?
Yeah.
So you probably have some corn in it.
I don't think there's corn in Lone Star.
You don't think there's any corn?
Not in Lone Star. I think we bet this $5 the other day. It wasn't Lone Star. What was it?
I don't know.
Something, and it was in there, but it wasn't Lone Star.
Well, remember that one brewery that I always throw under the bus, and I won't name them on here?
Yep.
That
we drove through the town coming out.
Yeah, and they're supposed to follow the Reinheitsgebot. And remember, though, you could taste the corn in that lager?
Yes.
Oh, it was, yeah. I would have bet my life savings that batch that we were drinking out of that case, every can we opened, remember? Corn. Very straightforward corn. No, we can...
If we could do an American light lager, that'd be good.
Yeah,
well, it sounds like you already have it planned out.
When we ran Homebrew Supply, the American light lager was a Pabst Blue Ribbon clone.
Yeah.
So I'm going to find one that's more specific to Lone Star.
Put a PBR and a Lone Star next to each other, I can tell the difference.
It's like Pepsi and Coke.
Yeah, similar. Not that big a difference, but
no, I'm just saying that where people are like, no, it's cola. It's all the same. Like, no, you can tell a difference.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you. No, we'll step off right here. I'll give people a view. It's a good...
We go back down the same trail, or is this a loop? No, we go straight back down.
I'm going to whisper, even though my dad will watch this. Hiking with old people's fun. I just don't want to have to carry anyone down a mountain if they're dying.
I'm going to get it back to recording. Sorry, I just had to do the Heimlich on 2 geriatrics. So, as we continue, wrapping up the thought, for 2025, because Todd and James are splitting their time up for the show, I'm going to be doing more interviews with industry people and homebrewers. And one of them we're trying to get lined up is the people who run this very big kombucha operation out of California. And their customers of CM Becker as well. That's how I was introduced to them. And it got me thinking, I did that brew day live for the 1 gallon batch and got a lot of really good positive feedback from it. And people want to, I don't know if I'm going to do it live or post-production, but showing how I use a 1 gallon starter to make a 5 gallon batch. I think 2025 might do, not for our brew day lives, but for the YouTube channel, more alternative brewing, not just beer. Like maybe showing how easy it is to make a simple cider. Even cooking fermented foods, like doing kimchi. You ever had kimchi?
I might have tried it a long time ago.
But you like sauerkraut. You're German. So
just not by itself. I like it on a brat.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we can make sauerkraut. We can do. There's a lot of options in the fermented food realm. So for me, for 2025, I think alternative brewing might be one thing I'm looking forward to. Is there, besides the Lone Star clone, that we're going to come up with. May not be a Trub Club official recipe, but we'll have it for 4th of July at the party.
Well, unfortunately, the way we do it, it's not brewing, because as you recall, the what is it? Flavored vodka. What do you call it?
Malt liquor?
No, what I do it. The lemon lime seltzer.
Hard seltzer.
Hard seltzers. Okay,
It's
now
not brewing.
I cheat.
Yeah,
but can we? Can we do that in Texas? Can we make our own vodka for
No, you can't
the purpose
distill.
of hot? Okay, so we're
distill
not
at
going to
all,
do that.
legally.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
But if I could figure out how, if it wasn't
That's
too
what you'd like to do in 2025.
cost, if it
is
wouldn't it'd break the
to
law.
go to Australia and New Zealand where it's legal.
Yes.
So
yes. Exactly.
If we ever show content, we're going to be in Auckland.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, we're going to go to
No,
Auckland.
and I don't know if the equipment is price prohibitive for distilling.
It's kind of expensive, a turbo condenser.
Yeah.
Kind of, but I'll see what I can do.
But so, and again, you know what? That's not a brew day, but we could cover it once, because I tell you what, in the heat of summer, and there are some people that can't drink beer because the hops, or because it's something,
Sure,
not hops,
yeah.
because something in there.
Yeah.
But that hard seltzer, wow, we went through 4 gallons on the 4th of July.
Yeah. Well, I would say, though, it wouldn't be worth our time to do a distillation just for that.
Because it's all
it's so
watching the condensation come off.
Yeah, it's
doesn't
not
work.
worth our effort.
No.
When you can go buy very, very, that's what you do. You buy very cheap flavored vodka, and we add flavor to it.
Yep.
And then boom, seltzer water.
Yeah. Carbonate our own.
Yeah.
But you're right. That's not. We can't do it on show.
You know what? Well, we could do it.
we could do multiple show, or we could do.
Well, we could do not a Brew Day Live. We could do a one-off showing how you do it. That would probably be because people have asked, like,
Sure.
oh, and people have asked me, what strain yeast would you use if you wanted to make your own hard seltzer? It's like, I don't, because let me tell you why. Let me show you why. And
Yeah.
we'll do a video like that.
Yeah.
That would be good. But yes, if you're listening and you have feedback of some batch you'd like to see the Trub Club offer, the ever-growing Trub Club at patreon.com/homebrew happy hour, call it in to 325-305-6107. If I use your feedback on a future episode, you get yourself a gift card to kegconnection.com. Our friends at Keg Outlet are still doing that. Some people have messaged me and said, oh, you're speaking vaguely. It's not $25 anymore. I haven't gotten a firm amount from them. I think it's going to be 10. It might be 5. Either way, it's a gift card, guys. And it's a win-win. We appreciate you sending us the content and for tuning into the show. And we also, like I said, if it's your feedback, those are less likely to be played. But if you have a question you'd like us to discuss on a future episode, call it in, like I said, to 325-305-6107. I'm always in need of good voicemail questions. Trying to think of what else to cover before, or that I need to cover. London Porter Brew Day, London Porter recipe kit for members at patreon.com/homebrew happy hour. We don't have a Brew Day Live scheduled yet for February, but this is the first one going out. Howdy.
Howdy.
This is the first episode going out in February, so we got time to figure that out. Anything else I'd normally need to cover in the small
No, sir.
talk? No? All right, well, guys.
Be safe.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us as we did out of breath hiking in the Chisos Mountains in Big Bend National Park. I will stitch some more video to this throughout it so y'all can see, because we're maybe halfway up.
Getting close.
And it's beautiful the entire time. But when you get to the end, the payload, it's the absolute most rewarding payload in the park for your time investment.
Right.
Because the Southwest Rim is probably the best payload, but that's an overnight hike, unless
Even Emery Peak's 8 hours, isn't it?
round trip for for your pace, definitely.
Maybe longer.
If I brought our inhaler, we could do it in 6.
You know what? I forgot to bring my oxygen. I have a little.
Do you really?
Well, no, the little boosts. I bought them before we went to Colorado last year for your mother and I and Anita and Joe.
Yeah.
And they were super cheap.
That's hilarious.
I bought a 4-pack, and
That's so funny.
we didn't even use one
Yeah.
on the little walking we do. But the elevation and, where we're at, Ouray and
Yeah.
all those neat places, Pagosa Springs. And
Yeah.
so I have an empty, unopened can at home, and I really didn't mean to bring it just for the oxygen boost. But once again, I left it at home like I left my walking stick.
You forgot that, but don't don't fret. I brought plenty of nicotine gum for us. So
Oh, yeah, that's what I need.
we're going to have a ton of energy.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Can we stop so I can smoke a cigar?
Yeah. Yeah. No smoking in the park.
Not going to happen.
On a trail. Otherwise, I would. Just to show you that I could. Anyways, guys, we appreciate you joining us. I'll let you pass me as I do the ending thing.
All right.
That will do it.
Peace.
For this episode of the Homebrew Happy Hour. If you have a question you'd like us to discuss on a future episode, you could email joshua@homebrewhappyhour.com. I do have a huge database of emails from past, present, and future. Not quite future. But anyway, or even better, call it in to 325-305-6107. Get yourself a gift card to kegconnection.com and hear your pretty voice on air one of these times. Thank you to our wonderful show sponsors like Muntins Malt, premium grains for a better brew day. If you aren't already brewing with Muntins, give them a try by joining the recipe receiving tier of the Trub Club. For the best hops available online, give our friends at hopsdirect.com a visit and pick up what you need for your next brew day. Also, get a pack of Imperial yeast along with premium recipes when you join the Trub Club. Go to patreon.com/homebrew happy hour and come brew with us. On behalf of the absent Todd Burns, the absent James Carlson, my father, Big Bend National Park, everybody, whatever, I'm Joshua Stubing. Thanks for listening.